A little while back, I posted a video of Harbor Freight's mini palm air ratchet and did a review of it and showed that it didn't have much torque. It wasn't able to take off a 10 foot-pound torqued nut. So after a little bit of thought, I ended up returning it in order to get this impact air ratchet. It says that this ratchet can put out 70 foot-pounds of torque. So I'm going to test it by changing my brakes and then also see what the max torque is of it using my lug nuts on my wheels. This impact ratchet was able to help me change my brakes, but I had some difficulty on a few of the nuts. So now I want to test the torque strength that this is able to put out using my lug nuts. I've torqued this lug nut to 80 foot-pounds of torque. Let's see if it can take it off. Let's drop it down to 75. This is at 75 foot-pounds of torque. Let's drop it down now to 70 and see if it can break it away. This is now torqued to 70. Still can't do it. We're going to drop it down to 65 and see if it can make it. This is at 65 foot-pounds of torque. Doesn't seem like it can do it. We're going to drop it down to 60 foot-pounds. This is at 60 foot-pounds. It's able to do it. So now that we know that this impact ratchet can take off a nut that's torqued to 60 foot-pounds, let's test how tight it can torque this nut. Now let's test how tight it's torqued. Right now my torque wrench is set to 50 foot-pounds. Let's see if we can loosen this nut. We were able to. Let's retighten it and go down to 40 foot-pounds. Okay, let's retighten this. It's at 40 foot-pounds. It's able to loosen that. No clip. So now this torque wrench is set to 30 foot-pounds. Let's see if we can loosen this bolt. It clipped. So at least at 30. Now we're at 35. Let's test this for 35 foot-pounds. Okay, we're able to turn it and loosen the bolt. This impact ratchet definitely did a good job today. We were able to tighten the lug nuts down to 30 to 35 foot-pounds of torque and loosen a 60 foot-pound torqued lug nut. So definitely a good job. It didn't hit the 70 foot-pounds that was advertised, but I didn't expect that it was going to hit the max torque. But I would say just 10 foot-pound loss to 60 foot-pounds is reasonable. One thing that could have lowered the specs when I was testing it is I was using a 3/8 to half-inch adapter to convert this so it fit my deeper sockets. So I could have had a little bit of loss of torque from that, but I definitely think this is a good test to give us a ballpark figure to understand how well this ratchet performs. So I definitely recommend it, and that's the Earthquake Impact Ratchet by Harbor Freight. I think